Hello, and this is the Red Pill here at the Red Pill News Dispensary, and we have a special show for you today. With all the stuff, with everything with the norovirus. By the way, last night, obviously I wasn't able to get out notifications. However, um, obviously it will be today. I mean, I've been ready for 2 days for this show, but each day it goes by. Obviously, I'm keeping an eye on it, and it's like each day it's like more and more research, because this thing's just like I knew it would be like a dynamic, ever changing. Let me make sure notifications went out real quick, and then we'll get into. By the way, if you guys didn't notice, I wanted this to kind of be a surprise and creep up on you guys. And I'm doing it now, so I can do the coronavirus story tonight. But if you guys remember, 129 and how I predicted the day of, when the IG report, a lot of things would happen. We would predict all these things because, like I've been saying for years, QAnon is legit. Now, if you disagree, don't leave yet. This is what I ask you. Watch this video. I believe that the information I'm going to present, and it's not even going to take that long, the information I'm going to present in this video, if you do doubt that Q is legit, I think this is the video that you, at the very least, you most likely change your mind, but at the very least, you start to think, oh wow, wait a second, this is unbelievable. How is this possible? So yeah, that's the type of video we're talking here. So let me just make sure notifications went out, and we'll give people a minute to get in here because I want to get going on this one. I've been up since 4 in the morning and excited about this one. Look, someone already left the room. What is it? The audio good? That should be fine. Should be good. Shouldn't be any problems with that. Yeah, no problems with that. Although I'll make this speaker. But yeah, it's good. All right, so here we go. All right, I just want to make sure notifications went on. Then again, you know what? I have to remember it's 10:30. People are at work, and then at the same time, on the West Coast, it's 7:30, which is why I kept delaying the show, and some new info came up last minute as well. So just make sure that notification went out. No notification. You got to be kidding me. How could there be no notification for this show? This really makes me upset. It's because you know why there's not a notification for this show? There's no reason why. I haven't done a show yet today. There's no reason why there's no notification for this show. I'll tell you why though. It's because what I'm going to present to you is so important. It's so important. The norovirus is obviously extremely important, and that's all my research. But since 4 a.m., I've been researching this because I've always known this is legit. But I think I had the benefit of being in the intelligence field and certain things that there's no way he would be able to either say these things and get away with them, or there's no way that there's certain things in there I haven't seen since the Navy. Not to mention all the Q proofs. What is going on? How could they not? How are people? So no one got notifications. Oh wait, so one person that I've never seen before got one. That's weird. I didn't even know you were Nails W Hope. Nails by Hope. All right, welcome, Nails W Hope. You got a notification. Amanda didn't get it. I checked my Wise Guy Sports, no notification. Then I check Amanda, no notification. So I don't know. I don't know how you got a notification, but Welcome, Nils W. Hope. Okay. You know what? It doesn't matter. People are gonna eventually see this. I'm gonna push it and make sure. Oh, did you get the post? I made a post and put it out there because I'm trying to make sure as many people see as possible. And I'm not gonna get upset. You know what? No matter what, this information is so powerful that it's it's gonna be amazing. Okay. Um, you guys don't even know what you're in for. All right. So, the title of the video, like I said, usually one of the things that they always say is future proves past. Well, I am at the point, and I argue, and I'm pretty sure I'm right on this. Future has proved past. I mean, at this point, that's how I feel. And also, if you remember the clock that said 12:08 129. Remember that? Well, do you remember it was at on the 12:09 129 something like that. But it came out on that exact day, and then they released all their statements. But this means Durham, all the key players that are to come. They all released their statements at 129 on the 8th or 9th of December. So then at the time when I covered that, I said I wouldn't be surprised because he was still referencing the watches. And he usually says timing is important. Well, now he's saying things like timing is everything. And so I said, wait a second. Is something big going to happen on the 29th? Sure enough, here we are. Let's take a look. Yeah, no notification. Only one person said they got it. And hey, Nails, welcome, Nails. And listen, hey, you know what? I don't care. Even if you're a troll, I'm not stupid. But listen, hey, you're gonna learn something today. At the very least, you're gonna learn something, troll. All right, so I don't mind trolls in these types of videos. It's when you're trying to explain an epidemic, you know what I mean, a pandemic, that that's when it pisses me off, and they pretend to be it, but they play that provocateur type thing. Ain't working anymore. All right, and I know exactly who to look for. So, anyways, this is gonna be. I'm telling you guys, you're really in for something. This is gonna be nuts. Okay, let's do this. No more talk. Let's do this. All right, so we're gonna go straight to my Twitter page, which, by the way, if you ever want to check me out on Twitter, I'm somewhat active, not as active as some people, but I'm active. So it's not, instead of Red Pill Dispensary, or like we used to be called Red Pill News Dispensary. Of course, because I wasn't that big of a Twitter guy when I first started this channel. I someone had literally just taken that name like the week, like a week before. I don't even think it was a full week. I think it was like 5 days before, because you could see when they created it. But anyways, so let's start with this. You know what? Actually, I'm sorry. The best thing to do is start here. You know what? I'm just gonna run down my spiel, and you guys can follow along, and then we'll go to Q. It's not gonna take long. All right. So I wrote future proved past thread. So this is a thread. All right. So we start here, and this might not mean anything right now, what you hear, but it will. Ah, shoot. All right. This will mean something. I'll tell you that. Oh, this is one of those things where it's not gonna. State where George Washington had a die-hard. Farmers and factory workers. New Jersey is the state where George Washington led a die-hard band of American patriots to victory at Trenton and Princeton and Monmouth in our glorious battle to win American independence. George Washington. This is the state where generations of tough and strong New Jersey craftsmen and dockers, farmers and factory workers. New Jersey is the state where George Washington. All right, so you see, he goes out of his way there to mention George Washington a couple times, and we all know about when George Washington crossed the Delaware into New Jersey. Across the Delaware River from Delaware into New Jersey, and really, he took out the German forces that were part of the British Army, and that was a huge win for us. It was on Christmas Day, I believe. But anyway, so you might think, well, Red Pill, what's the big deal with that? Well, let's continue. So, like I said, this is going to be a thread. So with that, we'll go to the next thing. And by the way, there was something else from that speech. And by the way, that's from last night's speech. That is from last night. By the way, it was in Wildwood, New Jersey. Okay. So in Wildwood, New Jersey, he does that speech. And you guys are going to see what I mean. Whenever I talk Q, I speak about the military precision. So let's continue. So from there, I put clarity meet future. So you guys will understand what I meant by that. 1 hour before sunrise on December 26th. Oh yeah, okay. So basically, it was Christmas Day night, and then before the sun rose the next morning is when they crossed. So mind you, these were hard men. I mean, it's freezing. It happened to be especially cold that day. Sometimes like December's, they're not as cold as January and February's, but this particular, it's still very cold that day in December, late December, especially around Christmas. But mind you, this is December 26th, before the sun rose on December 26th. Read this. 1 hour before sunrise on December 26th, 1776, George Washington crossed the Delaware River using Durham boats in a surprise attack against the Hessian, which was like the German forces, in a major turning point of the Revolutionary War. Now, wait a second. What did I just hear? Durham? What's a Durham boats? Is this a real thing? Is this legit? Did they just make this up? Is this like an actual fact, or are they like joking around, like trolling? Like, is this like cute thing fake? I mean, or is this like actual like military precision? Like, holy shit, a Durham boat. I'm pretending to be surprised, but a Durham boat was a large wooden flat-bottomed double-ended freight boat, which was in use on many of the interior waterways in North America beginning in the middle of the 18th century. Well, that makes sense because that's exactly where we're at. We're just past the dead center of the middle of the 18th century. But look at this historic use on the Delaware River. The Durham boat was the sole means of moving commodities in both directions on the river between Philadelphia and points above the tide. This boat was well known on the Delaware for more than a century, even after building the canals. It was used on them as well as on the river to a considerable extent. They also are noted in their use in Washington's crossing of the Delaware River. Okay, now what's this have to do with anything? Well, if you guys have been following this at all, then you guys understand the importance of Durham. So let's look at Durham. Because we've already went through Horowitz. He was the guy who basically you didn't have to talk to him if you didn't want to. I was surprised how much information he did get. He exposed all kinds of stuff. Oh, I forgot about that there's a city named Durham. So John Durham. Now this is the special prosecutor, kind of like what Mueller was supposed to be, except this is legit. So we got John Durham here, born in Boston. I mean, because usually men who like we're talking like there's a reason they're comparing this to George Washington. There's a reason that he's mentioning George Washington. There's a reason that this has all been planned with military precision. Now, did they pick him because of the Durham boats? I mean, that's the one thing I'm surprised about. Maybe they had some choices and they figured that one little thing out, and that was just enough. I mean, but then again, you would think, I don't know. And maybe I have no idea. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It makes me feel like I'm living in like a matrix. That's how crazy this is. So, so John Durham appoints new chief to criminal division. She's done it all. That was just 22 hours ago. Certainly will be a standout. John Durham points. Okay. 3-time IG report suggests Spygate is worse than we thought. Oh, it's not just worse than you thought. We're talking something really serious. Let's see. Who is John Durham, the prosecutor investigating the origins of the Russia probe? Well, he's looking into a lot more than that. Like I told you guys, I've been telling you guys this for a long time, and those of you guys have been with me know this. John Durham is that guy that you want to look out for. You want to he's going to be the one that is going to be prosecuting, and it's very serious. This is no joke. So, and this is just the first little thing. There's a million more. All right, ready? I don't know if you're a troll, Neil. I just notifications didn't go out. That's all I know. Unless you're talking about when the post thing, and I never saw you before. If you're not, I apologize. But then again, chat. If let's not make this all about talking to her if she's trying to get attention. Nails, if you're legit, just be a normal participant like anyone else. Here I am addressing you a second time. This is what trolls do, especially the type of trolls that I'm talking about. Not your regular troll, the trolls that require the whole chat to talk to them. All right, never been here before. Got a weird name, and we welcome people totally. But it's you threw yourself away when you said I got notifications. Because notifications didn't go out. You know why? Because what I'm talking about is so important that they're not letting them go out. It has nothing to do with doing too many videos, because this is my first video of the day, and I made sure not to do any videos after doing videos earlier in the day yesterday. All right? That's why. Because I knew today would be special because of 129 The Watch. Yeah, good. Yeah, you got caught, so you're leaving. Bye-bye. All right? Anyone else is welcome anytime. That was a troll. Trust me. See how everyone is talking about all this stuff. Listen, if you got a notification, I don't know how. I'm telling you, I have accounts. No notifications went out. I'm telling you, no notifications went out on mine, and I could tell by how little people here. We're at the 20-minute mark. If you're talking about a post where I said, and I put the time, the day, and all that, I'm talking about in your inbox. All right, because everyone else that I know says they didn't get it. That's all I know, and never seen her before. Well, you're welcome to come back if that's the case. Just the second people stop making the chat about them and making me address them and interrupt the show, when there's going to be some professional trolls in here today, because I'm telling you, they don't want this information out. This is like very, very important. Okay, so already think about that. I think you guys already probably. But then again, you guys aren't stupid. You guys realize how odd that is. What he was talking about last night, and then these unbelievable coincidences. Although it's always coincidences, I don't believe in coincidences anymore, especially when it comes to Q. I mean, it's mathematically impossible that there could be this many. It's been mathematically impossible for years now. So let's continue. Because that's the thing. This isn't one of those videos. I don't give a shit. I don't do this. I do this for fucking free, basically. All right. So I don't give a shit. Okay. Like what? Another subscriber that don't appreciate shit. No notification for this show. Oh, I clicked on the wrong video. But yeah, no notifications at all. All right. So let's see. You know what? I love doing this, so I don't even need anyone to donate. But for when after the past 3 weeks, how much effort I've put in to, it's just whatever. I'll just gonna do it for the love of it. So this is all the Q posts, by the way, and everything I'm talking about is gonna be backed up. All right. My point is, I can give a shit less. All right, about some fucking troll. I'm trying not to swear because I really want this video to get out there, and I'm really honestly upset because no notifications went out. And have some troll that's never been here before tell me that they have, and then all of a sudden require the whole chat to talk to her. And look at how much of this show has been affected. I've had people that are very smart talk to me, Matt. They push your buttons, and they know how to push your buttons. They've learned how to push your buttons, and she was right. I'm not even looking. I'm like just clicking around. I get so aggravated. I put all this work and all this effort just was. Of tough and strong New Jersey craftsmen and dockers. So we got that right. So what are the chances of that? Okay, so we're getting back to this thread. All right, so what are the chances of, first of all, these Durham boats, as well as and there's so much more. So I'm gonna click that again. So the clarity meet future. This is my own words, by the way. This is all my own words. So clarity 1 hour before sunrise, and the Durham boats, right? Okay. Now next, we have future meet plan. Because I said, obviously the first one was clarity meet future. Future clarity. Get it? The plan of the future. Get it? Okay. Now, check this out. So we already saw this one, right? But that's not the. This is a bunch of the battles that all went on during the Revolutionary War. Now, why the Revolutionary War? Because this is a revolution. We are taking our country back from the globalists, from the bankers, from the people who don't have the common man and the people that we're not in their plans. Okay, they want to do. I mean, just look at what's happened to this country under the Bushes, Obama, and it would have been another Clinton as well. All right. You combine all those terms of those names, Clinton's, Bush's, and Obama. Look at where we're at. All right. So here's what we got next. So we talked about the Durham boats. So here's the Battle of Turtle Gut Inlet, Wildwood, 1776. After running aground, the American Revolutionary crew of the Nancy, and that's a ship, by the way. By the way, all of this is not made up. Just so you know, none of this is like tampered with. If you want, I will or if you want, just Google Battle of Turtle Gut Inlet, and you'll see everything here is the truth. So after running aground, the American Revolutionary crew of the Nancy ship set a trap. Set a trap for the British forces by lighting a fuse to the gunpowder stored in the hold and abandoned ship. The British boarded Nancy and the ship exploded. Now, obviously, Nancy, what are we thinking? Nancy Pelosi, right? And it almost sounds like, wait, is this fake? Like, or is the Mandela effect real? Like, well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure the Mandela effect's not real. This is legit. This is military precision. They've been planning this for years. You don't believe me? I have proof of that too. And by the way, Battle of Turtle Gut Inlet. Oh, well, that's in Wildwood, New Jersey. Where was the president last night? Wildwood, New Jersey. He wasn't there by accident, I'll tell you that. And then he spoke about Washington crossing the Delaware, and they were using Durham boats. And that was the sneak attack that he became one of the most iconic moves by a general, especially when you're talking about sneak attack type moves, because they had to pull off, because you have armies of so many tens of hundreds of thousands of men. It's hard to keep these secrets, and you have spies, especially when a lot of you gotta remember, a lot of the people were still kind of like sympathetic to the British, or maybe they were just convinced that the British are going to win. The British had never lost. I mean, who thought some ragtag army was going to beat them? I mean, they were by far. That's like the United States of America going over and not just not winning, but like straight up getting our asses kicked and pushed into the sea. I mean, in some colony, like it's just. The different time then is a lot more likely to be able to do that. Nowadays with technology, a lot less likely. You basically know what's going to happen before it happens. Now check this one out. So we went over the British, the Nancy. Okay. Now we got summer of 78. Under the orders of George Washington, Benjamin Talmadge, and by the way, he had an alias, John Bolton. I am not joking with you, people. This is what is written in the history books. You don't believe me? Look up any of this. If I have more time, I'll go through each one and just Google it like I did the first one. So alias John Bolton organized the Culper spy ring. Now I remember there was a whole TV show about it in New York. The spy ring. I mean, this spy ring was a huge part of why we won the war. Beginning in late October 1778, through the British surrender, this spy ring helped Washington by alerting Washington. Now, whenever you see Washington, think Trump, because basically that's the way this is all going. And by the way, the first time when Q posted, this is when he first started back October 2017. It was George Washington on a Durham boat crossing the Delaware River. So, all right, so basically alerting Trump, let's say. So it looks like this is what I've been saying, and this is what I was saying before getting any kind of reassurance from Bolton. By the way, I said, "Hey, I think that I want Bolton to testify because I think that they're not gonna hit." He wrote a book, and what an easy way to set up the Democrats. They're so desperate because a lot of them are going down. A lot of them are just, have this Trump derangement syndrome that they will fall for any, just so easy to lay traps on them. So, and I think that's part of the reason Nancy also held it for 3 weeks. First of all, just buy time, put together a plan. Also, I think she knew she's trying to think the other way, and I think she's smarter than people give her credit for. And she knew, like, hey, you know what?
She's literally downstairs, right?
All right, go.
Go? What are you talking about?
She has an ID, right?
It doesn't work that way. Then I'm just gonna talk.
All right, hey, I'm in the middle of this.
Well, then I'm in the middle of not getting food, and we're gonna start.
Tell her.
There's no way that she does that.
Just tell her, wait a minute. This is very important what I'm doing.
All right, great. Well, I'm not even fucking ready.
Exactly, you're not even ready. I am.
I'll say I'm ready.
It's just like, I can't stand you. So rude.
I'm so rude. Yeah, somebody's waiting for you outside. What if I was ready? You'd be like, oh, sorry.
Listen, I have waited probably about like 100 hours in my life on your mother, so get away from me.
Yeah, well, guess what? We have just enough time to get to the food pantry.
Organized the Culper spy ring beginning in late October 1778. Through the British surrender, this spy ring helped Washington by alerting Washington of surprise attacks. So it looks like I think Bolton's in there as like a way to help more than her. All right. So next, Siege of Yorktown. Now this at this point I'm already thinking there's no way. But after each one, I Google. I just literally copy. I would highlight the whole paragraph and then paste it into Google. Hit search and boom. It wouldn't just be one place where it would come. It would be multiple places. And this is legitimate history we're reading. The Siege of Yorktown, October 17th, 1781. The British forces under the command of H. Clinton. I know. Surrender to George Washington, effectively ending the war and cementing Washington's legacy of commanding, leading, and presiding over the free American country. And what is this all about? The deep state bringing them to their knees, along with the globalists, the Satanists, and all the rest that are down with that type of behavior, and bringing the freedom back to the American people. All right. And in this situation, it's George Washington. but it's Trump in this situation. The name Clinton H. Clinton hasn't changed, obviously. I just found that unbelievable. My video.
She's only
I'm in the
here
middle
to
of my
get
video.
Get food. That's it. She's not here for fucking any other reason. So,
You are honestly the biggest pain in my ass.
Yeah, welcome to fucking how I feel about you every single moment of my fucking life. Moments like these, every single moment, every single waking moment that I breathe, that you're alive and serving.
I'm saying, man, why don't you try paying a bill for once then? Why don't you try helping? Ask your mother to help us. It's always me. I don't need help. I take care of everything, don't I? All right, I don't need it. I don't need it. All right, I don't need this disrespect when I'm live.
Because I do not
I'm
want to
live.
call you out. Yeah.
I'm live.
Yeah. So don't
Yeah.
pretend you take
Fuck
care
you.
of shit. All right. Don't even start with me. I don't care. I'm not going to be embarrassed. I don't know these people. You'll be the one embarrassed, not me.
I fucking hate this bitch. What a way to ruin this. This isn't gonna wake any. Anyways, so far pretty interesting. Outside of all the other stuff. Yeah, Olivia.
Come on, Olivia.
Look at you. You're complaining, and I'm the only one ready. You're still in your underwear. Like, what are you talking about? You're just looking for someone to blame because you're not ready, and your mother's outside. All right? Yeah, I will be. If you didn't interrupt me 1,000 times, you're still not ready. All right, well, take your time. Take your time while you scream and make me interrupt me. All right, I'm the only one that's been up since 4. I got all my stuff together. You don't.
Great. Yeah, you were up since 4 because you get to sleep at 7 o'clock at night because I have to take care of
Yeah,
Olivia.
because I've been exhausted. I'm not getting sleep.
But you don't have to take care of Olivia. You don't have to do shit for her.
Yeah, except pay all the bills, to freaking watch her, wake up with her, everything else. All right, get away from me. This isn't the time or place. All right,
Shut up.
because honestly, I will. You don't even know.
Shut up. Like you don't work, so it's like what
Listen. I work enough. All right, and I work on here as well, on top of everything, and school. So shut the fuck up. Every bill gets paid, don't it? This fucking bitch. So. Philly, will you go? She wants you to go with her. All right, now check this out. So there's that. Before I was rudely interrupted by this half-naked person that wants to basically was about is her mother's waiting outside and she's not ready and she wants to blame it on me because I'm doing a show. It's like, you're not ready, you're in your underwear, you're making coffee. She wants to be able to blame it on someone else. That ain't gonna happen. Just shows her maturity level as well. All right, so important stuff. I mean, this is like eye-opening. Like people can wake up and then they hear all that. It's like kills the legitimacy of anything to me if I was watching it. All right. So we have future meet plan. No, that's not where I want to be. All right, clarity meet future. Oh, come on. Hey, listen, Nick. Nick, guess what? You can bounce. All right. You don't know what's going on. So just shut up. All right. Don't even start. Don't even start with me. I will end you. All right. I will end you. You mentioned my child. I will end you. Just put it that way. All right. Because I know exactly who your crew is. Say something like that. But yeah, this is crazy, right, guys? I mean, focus on the intel. All right. Quietly dying, you would? Would you? Would you? Now I don't get to hear nothing. I'm not putting up with shit no more. I am not. Not from her and not from trolls. Period. Not putting up with it. Anyone else? And it's always people that, it's always people that we've never seen here before, and they just pop in. Like I live in a lively house with animals, kids, whatever you call her, that just does nothing, and just I have to pay the bills every month and get treated like this.
No job.
Amanda,
absolutely nothing.
shut
I take care of your daughter all fucking day. While you lay in bed. You lay in fucking bed. You don't go to school. You don't go to work. You sit here and do
I'm not in
fucking
school.
channel. That's the only thing going on in your life.
Lie and make up shit.
That's reality.
Prove all of that.
Fucking reality.
Get the fuck
That's the only thing going on in your
Alright,
life.
get the fuck
And I
away
just take
from
care
me.
of Olivia all day and night.
You sound like the worst mother right now. And I have to listen to it. I have to listen to it. I have to listen to it. I have to listen to it.
This is a full-time
Listen,
job.
you know what it is? Me
And then
yelling
you
at
don't
in front
do
of my daughter.
anything to
Get
do
away
with
from me,
Olivia
because then I have to
ever.
deal with people.
Please,
All right?
Before you start talking shit about
So
me on
so
this
I'm not
video,
in school.
And I have cancer,
I
man.
don't work.
And I have cancer.
I don't
You're a
make
fucking
money.
liar. Don't even get me started.
Just because you
I don't wanna talk about it.
yeah.
You don't want to talk to me because I
Oh.
actually know you, honey. Get these people on your little channel.
You
now. Don't get me
ungrateful.
mad. Don't get me
Ungrateful. You know what? This isn't even
Ungrateful.
gonna
You're
work.
ungrateful.
This isn't
I
gonna work.
take care of your kid all fucking day and you don't do shit. And then you tell me I don't have to do anything or worry about shit.
Listen.